Okay, this homework is kind of like the sphere program. It's not really like the BMR program because that was a really complex equation and you had to gather a lot of data. This one does not require the gathering of a lot of data. It's even less than the sphere program is. Alrighty, write a C++ program. That should be allows. Thanks, spell check. Follows the user. Allows the user to convert a Celsius temperature to Fahrenheit, or vice versa. And I know everybody knows that, you know, most of the world follows a metric system. In the US and a few other places do the Fahrenheit system. And in metric, water freezes at 0 degrees and boils at 100 degrees. And in the Fahrenheit system, the English system, water boils at 212 degrees and freezes at 32. And those are kind of weird numbers. You can kind of see why that 0 to 100 thing made sense to some people. So we're going to write a program that does a conversion. Fortunately, the conversion formulas are right here. Make it lickety-split easy. But of course you know that you can't type in an X into your formula. You have to make that an asterisk. Okay, so requirements. The program should loop until the user exits the program. It should display this menu. Would you like to, 1, convert from C to F, Celsius to Fahrenheit, 2, convert from F to C, or 0, exit the program? Please enter your choice. If the user chooses 1, the user should then ask the user for TC, the temperature in Celsius. Just do that as normal, CIN, error. Or if you want to be really awesome and fancy, you could, use the error handling code that I just demonstrated and that I will upload into our notes. If once you get TC, that is a mistake as well. Ding dang it, I'm going to have to get the Word document in and pull it down. Ignore the PDF. It lies. And it's certainly not my fault. I couldn't have made all these mistakes. Well, actually, I think I did. Alrighty, let's change that. Allows the user. And here we go. Here's the formula. To convert from C to F, the formula is 1.8 times temperature C plus 32. It's a real easy formula. Just calculate that and then display the results. If the user types 2, they're going the other way. They're converting from F to C. So they type in a Fahrenheit temperature, prompt the user for TF, the temperature in Fahrenheit, and then convert from F to C. Now this is actually just exactly the opposite. It's the equation solved for that variable. But you don't need to know that, you just need to know the equation. So it's going to be TF minus 32 divided by 1.8. And then display TC, the temperature in Celsius. If the user chooses 0, of course you should exit, return 0. Otherwise, loop, display again. So give that a shot. You have considerable amount of time so you can enjoy the 4th and the weekend and whatever and don't have to sweat it, and then start working on it. If you have any questions about it, it'd be a good idea to have at least looked at it by Wednesday so that we could talk about it then. When you're ready to test your program, these are the values you should try to make sure. 0 degrees C is equal to 32 degrees F. So choose the C to F function and type in 0. You should get 32. Then test it the other way. Test the boiling points. Fahrenheit's boiling is 212. Celsius's boiling is 100. So enter 212 as the Fahrenheit temperature and see if it prints out 100. And if it doesn't do those things, then your formulas are implemented incorrectly. Then when finished, submit the CPP to the Dropbox. Shouldn't look too hard. If you can't get it to loop, ignore the looping part and just get the rest of it done. You get like an 80 or 85 for doing that, out of 100. If you can make it loop, so much the better. All right, guys, are there any questions? Are we ready for the thrills and chills of the exam? Okay.
Let's do it.
If you have any questions about the exam, raise your hand. I'll come help you.
You can't open it until 8:15.
Pardon me?
You can't open
Right. I'll change that right now. Thanks. Let's see. If you have any questions, raise your hand. I'll come help you. You can use any notes that are uploaded into D2L or that you brought with you. You know, if you're one of the few people who bring your laptop or take hand notes, that's awesome. I really don't want you to just hit Google, though. I mentioned that before, but this is a test of your knowledge, not the test of how well you can use Google. But anything uploaded to D2L is fair game. Also open books, so if you have your book, that's cool. If you have an electronic version of your book, that's also cool. It may be set to auto grade as soon as you submit it, but don't trust that score. I have to go back and grade everything by hand, especially everything that's not multiple choice. So, you know, it may tell you that you made a 65 when really you made a 95. So don't, if you see a grade, just know that it's almost sure to go up. Yeah, not only was it set for 8/15, it was set for March or something like that. That will not do. All right, we'll give ourselves till 10, although I really don't think it's going to take that long. All right, guys. To find it, go to Course Tools, Quizzes. It'll be there. Just click on it and click Start. Remember to save every answer. If this is your first time for taking a D2L exam, after you type in an answer, there's a little save link. Do that on every answer, or else when you upload it, it's not going to have all the answers you typed in, which would be a drag. You can tell that you saved it because there's a list of icons on the side. And I wish I could demonstrate that, but even when I switch into student mode, it doesn't let me take the exam, so I can't. Oh, wait, but I can preview it. Yeah, just set. Alrighty, la-di-da-di-da. May take a few minutes to load. Hopefully not. Alrighty, see these? These show the questions that haven't been answered. If they're green, you haven't answered them. So you click an answer, you click save, it turns blue. You want them all to be blue. There's really no reason to leave anything blank, especially if it's a multiple choice test. It's always worth taking a guess. If there's any question that more than half the class misses, I'll assume that it's my fault and we'll give everybody credit for it. Alrighty. Go ahead and start. I'll stop blathering. Oh, and I should take roll while we're at it.